You could tell when people are not used to having no resources or no money. You could tell when people are strictly haters and haters in society. You could tell when the female has the spirit of Jezebel, has the spirit of Delilah, and has the spirit of foul demonic activities that rotates her bodily fluids and her conscience and her mentality every day. You could tell when a chick is living foul. You could tell when a chick's hygiene is very poor, very, very, very wild. You could tell when she's a fucked up individual. Now I understand why most of these niggas get caught up in a situation where they are having problems with their baby mothers. They bait them into what? Opening their leg. A nigga that is weak minded always fall for the vagina. Because guess what though? After she traps you off with that seed, now she popped you. So guess what? Any little income that you make, you will have to do what? Pay child support. A lot of these females use their kids for what? For housing situation. They have a roof over their head. They are targeting their kids just like how they're targeting their men. Erica went about and talked about, yeah, I understand why black men are put in situations where they are put in. And Erica said, I'm not having sex with you. I have brothers. And she's mentally prepared for the game that is coming at her. And I respect that woman for saying something like that. In society, there are a whole lot of weak minded individuals. The activities that they play, I pop them. They love to see the next man not having nothing. And if you have something and you're not sharing with them, it's like as if you're no good, right? So as soon as you stop sharing with them, they feel like as if they have to what? Steal from you, rob you. And some people will go as far as like what? Shedding your blood. It's so real and it's so cold. I live in New York City and I heard stories about 8-year-olds getting shot over 50 cents, 2 quarters in Brooklyn. If a motherfucker will murder you for 50 cents for a cigarette, Lucy, imagine what a nigga would do for a motherfucking a $500,000 in cash. It's a scary world. It's crazy. They thought they popped me. No, she didn't. She thought she popped me. No, she didn't. I have finances and I'm good. I'm a hustler for real. Not being a dumbass, that's number one. And number two, I know how to make money ASAP and quickly. Like I promote my agenda, lay out my money game, and knowing that right now I'm on the road to being on point, it's like now they're going to have a reason to even hate on me some more. This is why the white lady on the train was like, I need him to be on the streets pushing a shopper cart, fucked up in the game. Every time that I ride the train, they are double edging themselves. They make it seem like as if, oh yeah, we got him, no, but behind closed doors, they are plotting on me with severe hatred. They would love to see me walking down Manhattan with stinking clothes, stinking drawers, picking up cans, eating out the garbage with everything that I have restricted. No help, no consciousness at all. This is how cold these little bitches are in New York City. The white man is a fucked up individual. The black man that hate his own kind is a fucked up individual. And they are killing themselves at the end of the day. The Caucasian man have no problem slaying over his own mother or his father for insurance policy that is worth millions. The black man in the hood have no problem killing his man or his friend or his homie over some cocaine that could bring him back some what? Some profit and some profit in return. But look at the difference though. One will have to risk his life twice just to make that money back. That had that same man that killed his mother, that took her or his father, and took or his, because nowadays a lot of them are living a lie. Strictly transgenderized devices, meaning they look like women walking around with dicks. Let's look at Jerry Springer from back in the early 90s. They look like men walking with vaginas. Let's look at Jerry Springer from back in the 90s. Our people have adapted to that nonsense and to that concept. They are believing in idols. What kind of idols walk around with a mouth that doesn't even respond back? American Idol this, American Idol that. Look at that statue, the Columbus statue, the Statue of Liberty. These idols or these statues do not. I never seen a Statue of Liberty take a walk across Manhattan and across Midtown, which goes to say that you know what though, they are all false deities. They are living a motherfucking lie. I just heard, oh yeah, I popped them. Of course you heard she popped me. How the fuck do you pop me when I still have money that I haven't spent as of yet, and I still have money that the city owe me? So in other words though, in order for them to keep me down and to keep me what? From not succeeding and seeing my greatness and my pinnacle, money ain't everything. Respect ain't everything. But don't try to take from me what I have and what I own. They said it themselves. His situation is the lawsuit. But you know what the dirty white man that was playing the card said? I'm going to make sure he don't get that money. Because why? Because the white girl is going to be mad like, nah, he ain't sharing that shit with me, so he don't deserve to have it. But one thing about me, and two things for certain. You already cashed the check that your mouth couldn't cash. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make sure that check doesn't get bounced. And I'm gonna give you that cash that you was looking for. Not physical cash though, but pay attention to the irony and the metaphor and the parable that I just used. You dirty fucks.